Good morning, everyone, and welcome to our class in Technology for Teaching and Learning 1. Today's lesson is all about the roles of technology for teaching and learning. In today's lesson, we hope that students at the end of the lesson must have identified the roles of technology in teaching and learning and have appreciated the value of technology in supporting student learning. Students of today are interested to use technology in order to learn. In fact, we can observe that at a very young age, our children are learning a lot of things because of technology. Teachers as well are skillful in the use of technology to enhance their teaching. With this fourth industrial revolution, nobody can deny the influence of technology in our lives. As future educators of the 21st century, it is time that you prepare yourselves to integrate technology in your classrooms. Now, what then are the roles of technology for teaching and learning? But before we answer that, let us explore first the different domains of educational technology as cited by Stosic 2015. Now, according to him, technology has three domains. The first one is technology as a tutor. Together with a teacher, technology can support the teacher to teach another person, or technology, when programmed by the teacher, can also be a tutor on its own. The teacher will just simply switch on or switch off the radio programs, television programs, and even online YouTube programs and other videos online containing educational programs. And there you have it. Students can learn on their own. There are a lot of online tutorial educational programs too, like you don't have to attend personally classes on how to cook or bake something, but you just go to Google and there you have it. You learn how to cook and bake. The second domain is technology as a teaching tool. Like a tutor, technology is a teaching tool but can never replace a teacher. Like any other tool, it is being used to facilitate and lighten the work of the teacher. It will also be good if the teacher can also create or develop technology tools that are needed in the classroom. Next, technology as a learning tool. Technology can be an effective tool for learning and teaching. It makes learning easier on the part of the students and enjoyable and more effective as compared to the traditional way of teaching using blackboard and eraser only. Yes, that was used before when I was attending elementary school. Using technology can produce learning outcomes that call for technology assisted teaching. Even the teachers who are teaching can utilize similar tools for learning. And as a learning tool, it is very interesting that even the elderly use these tools for learning for life. Now, let us first answer the question, what can technology do for teachers and teaching? Now, there are numerous roles that teach technology play in the job of teachers, and as a tool, technology has opened wider avenues in the management of and resources and management of learning. Likewise, it has modernized the teaching learning environment in schools. Now, here are just a few examples of the roles that technology can play for the teachers and teaching. Number one is that it provides support to teacher as the facilitator of learning. It transforms the passive classroom to an active and interactive one using audiovisual aids, charts and models, smart classrooms, e learning classrooms, which will motivate and increase the attention levels of the learners. Next, we have technology has modernized the teaching and learning environment. The teachers are assisted and supplemented with appropriately structured instructional materials for daily activities. There are varied available instructional materials for daily activities. There are a lot of available technology driven resources which can be utilized for remedial lesson or activities. Likewise, there's also a lot of technology driven resources that can be used for the enrichment purposes. Next is that technology improves teaching and learning process and ways of teaching. Technology will make the act of teaching more efficient and effective. There are arrays of teaching methods and strategies that can use technology, which are found compatible with the learning styles of the students, compared to the traditional way of teaching, wherein the teacher stands up in front and always gives and spoon feeds the lessons to the teachers. Nowadays, lessons become student centered, wherein students learn using varied activities and students learning on their own using different technology tools. Next, technology opens new fields in educational researches. Nowadays, it is very easy to conduct research as compared to before. Before, the only source of information were books, but nowadays you can just simply type your title or some keywords on Google, and there you have it. There are a lot of resources which are found on the net that you can make use of in making research. All you have to do is to decipher which ones are the most reliable sources. And in interpreting the test, assessment, and evaluating the results of your data collected, you can have it with speed and accuracy, as there are a lot of available programs, technology programs that can analyze and interpret results. Next, technology adds the competence of teachers and inculcates the scientific outlook. Through the utilization of theories of learning and intelligence, which are explained in the references uploaded in the net, the teachers are encouraged to imbibe skills to use this information with speed and accuracy. Next, we have technology supports teacher professional development. Nowadays, there is high demand for teachers of continuing professional development, and the availability of technology provides some alternative ways so that teachers will be able to attend professional development sessions online. And for those who are involved as providers of the continuing professional development, like the trainers and facilitators or organizers, they can level up or enhance their delivery systems with the support of the technology tools. Now, there you have it. Those are the things that technology play in the job of teachers and teaching. Now, let us answer the next question. What can technology do for the learners and learning? Number one is that it provides the learners to learn how to learn on their own. How can technology support the learning of the learners to learn on their own? To teach content, time is always an issue for teachers, and oftentimes we hear the teachers say, too many things to teach, but too little time to do. Technology may be the answer. However, the challenge is for the teachers to use technology, to learn technology first. As a facilitator of learning, the teacher can guide the students to look for the resources and to utilize them appropriately. What should be necessary is that students are engaged. The task should be focused on the questions like how, why, and which, in addition to who, what, when, and where. Now, the second way where the technology can support the learners and learning is that technology can enhance the learner's communication skills. Now, the question is, how can technology enhance the learner's communication skills? Social interaction occurs in two ways where the participants ask for clarification, argue, challenge each other, and work towards the common understanding. Social interaction through communication occurs through technology, directly between two persons in email, a cell phone, or other communication technology. It can also occur around technology, like students discussing about a problem posed by a software program or with support of technology, like teachers and students interacting about the worksheet printed from a website. And in all these three modalities mentioned, technology is involved. Now, what are the benefits derived from technology supported communication? Number one is that it enables any teacher to guide the learners virtually and making learning unlimited because communication and social interaction go beyond a school day or a school environment. Number two, it enhances students' freedom to express and exchange ideas freely without snooping eyes of the teacher face to face. Next is that it enables the learner to construct meaning from joint experiences between the two or more participants in communication, and that it helps learners solve problems from multiple sources since there is limitless sources of information that the teacher can direct or refer to the learners. It also teaches the learners to communicate with politeness, taking turns in sending information and giving appropriate feedback. And it enhances collaboration by using communication strategies with wider community and individuals in a borderless learning environment. And lastly, it develops critical thinking, problem solving, and creativity throughout the communication. Now, the third is that technology can upgrades learners' higher order thinking skills, such as the critical thinking, problem solving, and creativity. How can technology upgrade the learner's higher order thinking skills, such as the critical thinking, problem solving, and creativity? 21st century learning requires the development of the higher order thinking skills. Technology has a great role to play in the development and enhancement of these skills. So, when we say critical thinking, It is a part of the cluster of the higher order thinking skills, which refers to the ability to interpret, explain, analyze, evaluate, infer, and self regulate in order to make good decisions. With the use of technology, one will be able to evaluate the credibility of the source and ask appropriate questions, become open minded, defend a position on an issue, and draw a conclusion with caution. What then are the teacher's role to support the learner's critical thinking with technology? Number one is to ask the right questions. Critical thinking should ask for clarity, accuracy, precision, relevance, depth, breadth, and logic. Example of clarity questions. Here are some examples. Can you give more examples of accuracy? What pieces of information support your claim? Precision. Exactly how much? Breadth. What do you think will the other group say about the issue? Next is that teachers use the critical thinking task with level of challenge. Teachers should be mindful of the readiness of the students. Students who have higher ability may find the task too easy, thus getting bored easily, while those who have low ability may find the task too difficult. Thus, there is a need to have activities that are appropriate for the learners. Thus, as teachers, you may do the following: vary the questions asked, introduce new technologies, modify the learner's groupings, and encourage curiosity. By nature, learners are curious. They ask a lot of questions all the time. And these questions will lead to critical thinking, but some of these questions cannot be answered by the teacher. The unanswered questions can be answered using technology. Another higher order thinking skills that can be upgraded in our learners using technology is creativity. Creativity involves the ability to think flexibly, fluently, originally, and elaboratively. Flexibility means to be able to use many points of view, while fluently means to be able to generate many ideas. Originally means to be able to generate new ideas, and elaboratively means to be able to add details. Creativity is not merely a set of technical skills but also involves the feelings, beliefs, knowledge, and motivation. And there are seven creative strategies, according to Osborne of 1963. Number one is to substitute or to find something else to replace to do what it does. Number two is combine, when you blend two things together that do not usually go together. Next is to adopt. Look for other ways which this can be used. Modify, magnify, minify, make a change, enlarge, decrease. Put to another use, find other uses. To eliminate or to reduce or remove, and to reverse, to turn upside down, inside out, and front side back. Now, what are the teacher's role to support student creativity? Number one is to provide an enriched environment. Number two is to teach creative thinking strategies. Next is to allow the learners to show what they can do. And next is to use creativity with technology. Further, teachers can do the following to develop and enhance the critical thinking, problem solving, and creativity of students using technology. Number one, encourage the students to find and use information from variety of source, both online and offline. Number two, assist the students to compare information from different sources. Number three, allow students to reflect through different delivery modes like writing, speaking, or drawing. Number four, use real experiences and material to draw tentative decisions. And number four, involve students in creating and questioning assessment. Okay, so To sum up everything, let us have this activity. You're going to write a paragraph about your personal experience and how technology has influenced your life as a learner from elementary, high school, and college. Thank you very much for listening and have a good day. Bye.